Hey everyone, Terry Red here. On this video, I wanted to do a sneak peek preview of my 1.4 update to Masters of the Universe Collector's Edition. The big focus of this update, besides fixing a few things here and there, is new support for Pinup Player version 2. So that's a big deal because Pinup Player just released a new big update. It has a new engine, it's 64-bit, hardware accelerated, and it also now has pixel shader effects, alpha transparent videos, and in the case of Future Pinball, we now have a new SSF engine. So now we can have all of our ball rolling. Before, we could only track up to 6 balls, and the sounds would never change if you went onto any ramps or anything like that. It would always still be the same wood rolling sound. Now we can have 10 balls tracked, and we can have 3 different types of sounds, basically. So we can have wood, plastic, and metal, and then I can change all that to kind of make different material sounds, and it does that for every ball. So well, in this case, 9 balls for Skeletor Multiball, all of them will have their sounds tracked and changed correctly on all the ramps and everything. So it works much better, sounds much better, and it's just great. So in this update, I just wanted to show those new updates and features, and maybe I'll talk at the end more about pop in some other details of the table and whatnot. So yeah, we'll just kind of go through it here.
Choose your players. One player. Choose your faction. Heroic warriors. Evil
I don't have a
warriors,
favorite, but
evil horde. Heroic warriors. Evil warriors. Choose your character. Skeletor.
Wow.
Trap. Truck. Cobra. Stinkor.
Gotta be Stinkor.
Get ready.
Yes, we'll win this game the old-fashioned way, the tried and true way. We'll cheat.
Evil player. 5 balls remain.
Now, I'm not going to play like a normal game here. I'm going to use the ball roller to kind of get to things quicker to keep this a much shorter video. Alright. So what I'll do right now is I'll actually kind of show the ball rolling of what I was talking about that. So I'll just turn the sound of the game down here. So you can hear, that's the normal wood rolling sounds. And the position, you can hear it left or right, or if you have a 5-1 or 7-1 setup, then you'll hear it in full surround sound in your cabinet. But now if I go onto ramps, so now you can hear the sounds changing correctly on that. And it'll do that for all 10 balls now, with the speed and pitch and all that working correctly. So yeah, so that's a big deal. Like for SSF, that's a massive difference. All right, so what I'll do now is I'll show some of the alpha blend videos. So in the full DMD there, I'm just gonna trigger random full alpha videos. So now you can see they're full screen videos, and you can see they have full alpha channel on them, so it allows them to blend in and out. However I create the original video, it'll just work as you expect it to. And we couldn't really do things quite to that efficiency before on the older PUP. We had APNGs before, but doing them full screen didn't always run the best, whereas now these are just regular videos that can be triggered just like any other video on Pinup Player, so it's much easier to use now. So yeah, just lots of different random videos that I'm triggering here, and then you'll see those throughout the gameplay, right? So super easy to use. Yeah. So we'll just go through some gameplay examples and see how that all works out there. So there you saw a pixel shader effect for the lightning there. Now, the one thing I did add to this table, compared to my other pin event tables, is I added a volume level for SSF and the ball rolling in the table options in the script. So that way, if you find it a little bit loud, you can tailor each one to whatever you want. all the previous tables, you didn't really have that option. And there you go. You can see a lot of how the videos are kicking in there.
Stop him, you fools!
I like getting a tan, but this is ridiculous.
Good old Ram Man ball saver. See? And if I nudge too much, you get the pixel shader effect that shakes the whole screen there.
Let's get him.
There we go. We got multi-ball going. So now hopefully we can get some jackpot videos that splash on the screen. There you go, you saw one there. So now each of those balls are, you'll hear the ramp sounds and everything mixing correctly. And because it's physics, you can have much better control of the ball. Or at least try to. There you go.
Loser, Skeletor.
It's not that hard.
From Mattel.
That never gets old, guys. Alright, so let's maybe try out Castle Multiball there. Now, you saw throughout the He-Man Multiball, you saw the lightning striking over and over again, and then you also saw the alpha transparent jackpot videos splashing up there. And then there you go. Now we got the fireworks pixel shaders going off. And then you got... So that's a PNG label that's just moving. That's actually an animated video right there for the ball saver. And now that's a video. Oh no! Alright, I don't want to... I cheat. Yeah, I know. Ah, there you go. So let's try, we'll try Sorceress, why not? And then that's another, alpha video there of just, having Zor fly around.
Unless you can help. Sorceress, are you alright? Yes. Except for this uninvited...
So now, when the flippers reverse, you're gonna see the full DMD do this wave effect. That's another new pixel shader. Oh! See? It even messes me up. There you go. You got a splat, and you can see that effect. You know, the shaders affect every layer of Pinup Player. Doesn't matter if it's the alpha videos or whatever it is.
My powers are working in reverse.
Oh, that messed me up too. Here, I'll use an Orko shot.
Take your troubles far away!
Hurry, He-Man. Expel these villains from your walls.
Let's see if I can get that last one. Nope. Oh no.
Thank you,
Ooh,
He-Man.
ring
Thank
time.
you.
From Mattel.
Alright, let's maybe try a few other ones here. Well, the Manny mode's my favorite.
It's many faces.
So the Manny modes, you got multiple modes you can choose from playing there. These are kind of like
I call my
episodes, you know, like from the show.
Easy. Steel tray, fly away! Orko!
So this is the only mode. This and during multi-ball are the only times you can't use an Orko shot. So here, so I'll show you. You go down here. And there you go. You got like Orko flying across the screen there on the full DMD now. a cheat.
The only trick we want to see is you disappearing.
Pinup Player, the new updates from 1.5 and now especially with 2, fantastic. You know, if you know how to properly use all of it, it's much more efficient, much more easier to do than before. And when you mix it all together, all this stuff, it can just look so cool. And with this new version 2.0, and I'll talk more about that at the end of the video, it runs really great.
It's many faces.
Sure, we'll try. Glowing Getaway. A big favorite of a lot of people.
Goes mad. I smell no fear.
So on this one, if you hit Scare Glow, he'll then throw your ball in another direction. But now you get the animated effect on the full DMD now, not just on the playfield. Yeah, so I just took the same animation I used in the actual game, and I just applied that now to the full DMD as an alpha video.
Trust not what Saturnia shows.
Again, I don't want this to be a long video, so I want to show you guys as much as I can.
The champion. Thieves, usurpers, you will all become part of my collection.
So now in this case, you have to hit Scare Glow.
I will burn you alive. I see you.
And then right now I'm just using BAM to change the colors through post-processing.
And feast on your flesh. While your soul marinates in dark despair.
So basically at the end, when the thing comes crashing down, then you'll see the screen shake as well.
For I am the Lord of the...
Sorry, Scareglow. Saturnia's officially on lockdown.
From Mattel.
Yeah, so that gives you an idea there. We'll try Skeletor Multiball.
Oh, you'll never defeat me. Not me, you I'll teach you to make a fool out of me. Not a chance, Mus. How did you get so...
Here we go, 9 balls. And now you can see the pixel shader from the fire coming up on the full DMD there. And then we got all those balls, every one of them being tracked now. If I go on any ramps, then the sounds will change. Not that that'll happen because I suck. But you can see Skeletor there, you know. Every time you go and hit him up here. Like if, you know, he'll come flying out of the screen. If you get a jackpot. There you go. Now, one thing I'll point out, this game's a little different when it comes to the multi-ball. The way it works is if you hit every jackpot, and you still have, like, you have to have more than one ball to keep the mode going in multi-ball, but if you hit all the jackpots, then you can drain, from that point on, you can drain down to one ball and the mode is still going to continue because the idea is you want to get as many balls into Skeletor for the super jackpots. It's a little different, but you know, I do it that way to encourage you to try to keep as many balls as possible. Because what do most people do in multi-ball? They let the balls drain, well, not most, but a lot of people will let a lot of the balls drain out so they can control 2 balls at a time, and then they're just trying to get the jackpots with only the 1 ball. In this case, the more balls you retain, the more super jackpots you can get, because you're only allowed to get as many balls as you have, and that's it.
Very well, He-Man. You've won this time, but I'll be back.
From Mattel.
And there you go. So you saw that nice fire effects and the pixel shaders on there. What else do we got here? I'm trying to think. And, well, I think I showed you Orko already. So if you hold down the action button, it'll use an Orko shot. And there you go. Oh yeah, Ripper. Forgot about Ripper. There you go. You can see Man-at-Arms flying across the screen there. That's new as well. So again, yeah, a lot of people miss the Orko shots and the toggle modes. If you just push down your plunger / action button, you just push it, not hold it, it'll toggle the modes that are active on the playfield. So if you look here at each of these, it toggles that. So that way you get to control what advances progress next as you want. You know, like instead of it just being random where it changes up all the time, you know. Whereas if you hit, like, for example, any of these upper ones here, well, then that'll change it for you for that particular shot, right? Or if you hit this, same, well, there you go. Same idea there, right? Let's try Teela, actually.
1 down, 2 to go. 2 down, 1 to go. How do you expect to improve if you don't work on your swordsmanship? All right, you're on.
By far my favorite mode. No buts about it.
Almost got you that time.
There you go.
Oh no, you don't. For that,
So those
you
pop-up
deserve-
videos are all new for alpha videos. You know, it just works great. It's super easy to do it that way.
Almost got you that time. Oh no, you don't. Prepare to meet your match.
Now again, if you have Orko shots, guys, you can use them.
Through the power of
So if there's a shot to make, he'll try to make it. Most of the time he will.
now into me, pass. Almost got you that time. Oh no, you don't. I'm not ready.
Hey, who turned out the lights?
I'll cheat.
What the devil are they doing? Training.
And legit, guys, all that's from the cartoons, including Teela's bum shot. You know, that's directly from the cartoons. That's not some stuff I made up. Adam and Teela would be training in lots of episodes, and then there would always be that kind of, you know, are they just training? Are they just friends? All that kind of thing, you know. And at different episodes, you'd always see a character jump down in front of the screen. And that picture of Teela was one that they used a lot. So, yeah, it's not something I made up here, guys. So watch Man-at-Arms right across the screen there. I love that. That makes me think of Batman 66 with the Batmobile going across there. Now, if you're wondering about those bumpers, you have to hit the bumpers multiple times to get the jackpot for that particular shot. So there you go. Yeah, we got Hordak. Sure, why not? Let's go with Hordak.
By morning, I will have completely drained the rebels' energy for my
So don't make the red shots, or you lose score. So there you go. You can see the whole screen shakes up every time he drains your score. And then you get the nice splash video effect there.
Sorry.
Ah, well, that was good. I didn't make it, I guess. Oh, there you go. Nice. A nudge. There you go.
smashed my magna beam and saved your worthless friends. From Mattel.
And there you go. Let's well, we don't have Shira showing up yet. Let's see if I can get her going. Basically, you have to hit, there you go. You have to hit slingshots enough times for her mode to light up, and then you can do that. Oh man, I'm second. Alright, I'll cheat. I'll cheat.
Who are you, woman?
The name's She-Ra.
From Mattel.
Alright, I'm just trying to think of any other major ones that have different effects. Yeah, we can do Diamond Ray, sure, why not?
It's many faces.
At last I have the means to conquer Eternia and crush He-Man once and for all.
I'll cheat.
Fight, you cowards! Fight!
You fight, Skeletor.
As you wish, He-Man. But now that you're close enough, look at this! The lost diamond ray of disappearance. What's happening? We're disappearing. What sort of magic is this?
No thanks. But have a look for yourself.
No! Keep it away!
You must crush the diamond of disappearance.
Alright, so now from this point, when you hit the bumper head toy, as I call it, then your ball will start to disappear more and more, and then you'll see a pixel shader fog effect come up.
The fool is going after the diamond.
So see, the ball is a little bit transparent.
If you look at it too long, you will be banished here forever.
So now it's even more transparent, making it harder to play, right?
Please don't disappear.
Now it's very transparent, you know, making it even more harder to play.
He's gone. He-Man! Come back!
And then you just smash it with a button.
Once again, you have fulfilled your destiny, He-Man.
From Mattel.
What else we got here? Okay. Cobra Khan, maybe.
It's many faces. Cobra Khan! You snake?
Flattery will get you nowhere.
So on this one, basically, if you hit a tongue, he'll gobble it up and spit you back out again. Now, a lot of people don't realize that if you hit this upper loop here, the bumper head will spin around and try to catch your ball as a result. Now, in some modes, you actually want to do that to make it easier to hit that. But in this case, you're trying to avoid it, right? So, if I do it, he came back and he took the ball and he's going to shoot it back out again.
Impressive. This
And now we go to phase 2.
dangerous.
Venom Mist.
So now whenever you hit his mist and your ball gets stuck there for a second,
Venom Mist really packs a punch.
and then it does the foggy effect again.
Impressive.
Now in normal gameplay, it's not easy. You know, it can get pretty tricky. So now in phase 3, now you got to avoid the Cobra trance. So if you hit his trance,
Time to sleep.
now you get the wavy effect, and now your flippers are reversed.
Stay awake.
and then eventually it'll come back to normal.
Looks like your time's up, Cobra Khan.
And if you get the last shot, then you clear the mode.
Judge, seize the guilty one.
Hey, what's going on?
From Mattel.
And I think that's about it, really. I mean, there's other stuff throughout the table, but, you know, I didn't want to go through every single thing, you know, because there's still a lot more modes and stuff that you can do on here. But, yeah, I basically just wanted to kind of show that off, you know, so you guys can get an idea for the update. I'm not sure when it's going to release. Maybe soon, maybe not, you know, but obviously on the main sites you'll see it appear, you know, soon enough. You will need Pinup Player version 2.0 though to use this new update, because for PUP, well, you do if you want to use PUP SSF or PUP DMD features, because they are specifically made to work with PUP version 2.0. Now, that being said, if you don't like the alpha videos or the shader effects for whatever reason, I did add an option to disable them in table options in the table script there. So, yeah. But as far as that's concerned, I mean, those are the major updates there, you know. So I just wanted to talk about a couple of things regarding PUP and the updates and a few other more technical stuff there. As far as the table, again, I mentioned before that you do need Pinup Player version 2 to be able to use PUP SSF and PUP DMD features on this new Masters of the Universe update. Whereas all my other pin event tables, you didn't need to have that installed yet. In the future, you will. So, bottom line is, however you have been updated to Pinup Player, if you need to do it manually to get that updated, you can come to the updates page on the PUP wiki here to get updated currently to just the newer 1.5 beta, or sorry, the newest 1.52 PUP. But then if you want to do the PUP version 2, it's not on one of the side links there yet, but on this page is where you'll get that. And then you'll install the latest one. Currently it's beta 20, but there's going to be a newer one. Eventually this will make its way to the main download page, but it's a beta right now, so that's why it's on this page. Again, you download the zip files, make sure they're not blocked in Windows. I don't care if you have 7-zip. And then you install them as directed. You know, not the biggest deal in the world. And then this page here currently has a link to VP Universe about the beta files. I made a post in that topic here kind of describing compatibility and things to everyone else. Bottom line is, when you install the newest PUP v2 on top of your 1.52 install, it's not going to change what happens with your older PUP tables on Visual Pinball or Future Pinball. It's going to add the new files in there, okay? So bottom line is, older PUP tables and ROM-based PUP packs, you know, use this EXE, the newer PUP 1.5 base tables, which Masters of the Universe, the prior version, did use, and there are some some Visual Pinball original tables that use it. They used this EXE here, and then now for anything new that wants to use PUP version 2, the table, it has to be an original table, has to specify in the PuP-Pack to use version X2 here, okay? So bottom line is, you're not going to have all your previous stuff working with version 2. It's not compatible, so keep that in mind. Some of the 1.5 stuff can, but bottom line is, your old ROM-based PuP-Packs on Visual Pinball and the older PUP tables won't work with V2. Only 1.5 base tables have a chance of running on V2, but even then, it may or may not run perfectly. So bottom line is, new table updates will make use of Pinup Player version 2. As far as PUP SSF on Future Pinball is concerned, that's all the same for the older tables. None of that has changed. But to use this new Master Universe update with this new support for PUP v2, if you have a second audio card, like before, you had to add the sound index in the Pinup Player INI file, but now you have to do it for a second entry because it uses a different audio engine, so the index is going to be a different number for the same card that you had before. Only if you have a second audio card for SSF. If you don't have that, then you don't need to do any of this stuff. Again, I included all this information on here, but it's also in my updated pin event guide. It's also up in my updated install instructions for this table. and it's also included on my Popper and Baller Installer Tips page. So all this SSF info I was just talking about is all included on there now for the old tables and for the new this new table and all new PUP v2 tables in the future on Future Pinball. So yeah, so there's that. Now, when you download this table, again, you know, the install instructions are all in here, right? You click on that, and it gives you all the information you need. You know, all for getting this thing installed and up and running. Follow it to a T. You know, make sure you're up to date with Future Pinball-BAM with the latest update. You need the latest update that I just uploaded not long ago. And then it gives you all the essential stuff in here, guys. So just follow it. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Again, a rules book. You know, that way, if you don't know how to play a table, well, there you go. Read this. It's all in there with nice, pretty pictures. You know, it's not boring text. And then the table and manual info, that's, you know, it gives you important, helpful info. If you're having some problems or you're not sure how to change settings or things like that, then that's what this is for. You know, it has all that kind of info. Read through all of them. You know, they're there to help you out. And again, when you install the PuP-Pack, again, because this table is updated, the PuP-Pack in this case has now been updated. So you have to use the new PuP-Pack with this new table. Because what happens is my tables do a check in the PuP-Pack folder for this file here. And it reads what it says. And it reads this here. And if this does not match what the table is looking for, then the table will not load your PuP-Pack. And then you don't get any PUP SSF and you don't get any PUP DMD. So it's important, newest table, newest PuP-Pack. Nothing else. Okay? And the other thing I'll point out is this file here. This file is what tells Pinup Player what version of Pinup Player to use in the PuP-Pack. Now, older PuP-Packs and older visual pinball tables that use PUP won't have this in there. That's what Pinup Player 1.4 based. Anything that has this is going to be 1.5 or 2.0 version of PUP. And if you look inside here, it specifies what driver it uses. In this case, it's using PUP V version 2.0. Do not add this in to a PuP-Pack if there never was one there to begin with, because it won't work. You'll have problems, okay? If there was one in there and it specified X instead of X2, then that means it's using 1.5. If you try to have it use X2, it may work, it may run better, it may have problems. So just keep that in mind, okay? So I'm just pointing that out in case people are trying to copy this file to other PuP-Packs and to get them working with PUP version 2. Don't do that. Don't do that. And once you install this PuP-Pack, guys, you know, if you're using PUP features, again, if you're not sure what to use, click on this file here. 3-screen users, use option 1. 2-screen users, use the one that matches your monitor's aspect ratio. Don't choose the one you want to have. Choose the one that matches. You have to do that for it to fit and work correctly. I've seen people try to take this stuff and squash it into a 4x1 DMD screen. No, that's not how it works. You use this one and then use DMD X if you have to for your regular DMD screen, right? So follow this. And then just run the one on here that matches your setup. Boom, done. That's it, you're set up. That's all you have to do. Yeah, I think that's about it. For all the detailed stuff, I think... oh, actually the table. We'll load up the table here. So if you want to change options on the table as the manual tells you here, you load up the table into the editor and then you click the script button. And then near the top here, here's a script. You just scroll down a little bit to table options. This is what you guys are allowed to change on the table. You can make a change in here to your liking or need, and then you save the table. There's no F12 button menu like there is in Visual Pinball. Sorry guys, you have to do it the old-fashioned way. You know, and most of this is the same for this update, but there are some changes. So now you can choose the ball rolling location, or sorry, the ball rolling sound mode if you want PUP SSF. And if it doesn't work with PUP SSF because there's no PUP installed, it'll fall back to Future Pinball. But you can choose Future Pinball if you want. You just won't get positional SSF ball rolling sounds. It'll just be mono, basically. Or if you want to turn them off altogether. You know, so you can do that. Now, for the Future Pinball mechanical sounds, if you're not using SSF, you can choose the volume on ball rolling and those mechanical sounds. You couldn't do that before. And if you have PUP SSF, same thing. Now you can choose the volume of the ball rolling and the SSF mechanical sounds in the table itself, independently of all your other setup on your hardware and your speakers and all that. For PUP DMD, now you have the option to disable the pixel shader effects in the alpha videos for whatever reason. If you don't want them, then you can do that here and here. Okay? And yeah, those are the main new features in table options. So yeah, lots of options here, guys. Lots of them. Read through it because, man, I really put in a lot of work to customize this in any way you want, or to allow you to customize it any way you want, man. So that's about it, guys. That's the major stuff. So look for this eventually. Maybe soon, maybe not. You'll see the new update. Maybe I'll make an announcement video. I don't know. But yeah, that's it for this video. It's back to work on Silent Hill again. There's a lot of work we had to do to get this updated for my own script and my own workings on pin event code. So there's a lot of back and forth with me and Nailbuster. He put a lot of work in to get SSF working with this new update, which gives us those new features. So, all the work he's put into PUP v2 and all the new features and now SSF and all that, shout out to Nailbuster, man. He put in a lot in for this, and he's still making it work as best as possible, and these new updates are fantastic. So it was worth it for this table to get all that updated, because now I can apply that to Silent Hill, and then I can go back to the older tables that I already did and eventually update those as well. So yeah, that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching this lengthy video. I'll see you in whatever one I do next. Back to working on Silent Hill again. Thanks, guys. Bye.